I think it's recording. Maybe not. So, good morning, people. Today is, what it is, it's Saturday, and I am headed to Fort Worth to meet my best friend that I haven't seen since Christmas at a cool coffee shop today. So, that's gonna be fun. Yeah, I've been so tired this week, and it's really hard to wake up this morning. But we're here, and we're awake, and yes, thriving now, almost. Gonna be there soon, it's fine. So, super excited. It's gonna be a fun day, and I think that we are gonna have a conversation about, not a conversation, it's an actual conversation, about what it means to be brave, question mark. I think I'm gonna talk to her about it and see what she wants to talk about. So we'll see. That'll be such a blasty. Also, I haven't driven this way since I've been home. It's gonna make me miss home. Oh well. I really hope this is recording because it's gonna be really awkward if it's not. But yeah. So I think that's it. I'm doing that, and leaving at 4 something, and then 3 something, and then coming back to Waco and going to a recital or something, watch someone play an instrument. I've never done that before, so I'm kind of excited. And I'm probably gonna go to bed at 8 because I'm so tired, and I literally cannot do another week this tired. So it's gonna be a wild Saturday. Just warning y'all, so hold on for that. Also, I should probably turn this camera off now because it's a little busy and it's falling. So I will see y'all when I get to the coffee shop. Hi, picking up where we left off. This is my friend Morgan. We've been friends since, I was trying to actually think about this the other day. Our anniversary was February?
January.
Yeah, and
Since my 8th grade year, you're 7th grade.
so how long has that been now? How many years? Erica's
Almost 8 years?
That's insane. So yeah, we met each other through basketball. And Morgan quit playing basketball a year after that.
Definitely not my sport.
So yeah, and it's been, our friendship is so cool, and so we just wanted to talk about it and stuff. So we became friends, and tell them about our first hangout.
Our first hangout was, I had met them at the basketball gym, right? Eric, your sister, was playing basketball.
Yeah.
And we both talked to each other about loving to do crafts and being creative, and so went to Hobby Lobby, and we basically ended up doing a Mod Podge of what was the material we used?
It was some kind of pasty clay stuff.
And in her garage we made these crosses, and hers was green. What is it?
The camera flipped out.
And mine was purple, and we used the Bible verse, "Be still and know that I am God." Something I was able to realize when Macy played on our team, just how outgoing she was, even as a 7th grader playing on our team, and that she also loved the Lord. And so that's something that stood out to me, and we both kind of valued a lot. And so our first craft, and we did so many ones.
We had to, every time we hung out, we had to do a craft. First ever, this is so funny. So we used to do we'd go and get a glass Dr. Pepper bottle from the gas station, and were they kid, what kind of magazines were they, teen something, and they had pictures of the
back then when buying magazines were cool.
And we'd drink the Dr. Pepper and then Mod Podge all these random things on them,
spell different stuff, or
it was so weird, honestly. It made me full.
We're back.
So yeah, super fun. But I had mentioned earlier, we didn't know what we were going to talk about, but we, like, obviously, like, didn't really own our faith much as middle schoolers, just because, like, I don't know, I don't think you completely grasp all that is.
Yeah.
But it's been cool to see us, like, still, like, maintain our friendship through high school, and now, like, in college, like, still pursuing the Lord, like, both of us in such, like, extreme ways. And, like, the friendship being able to just pick up where it, like, left off, which is so awesome. This is our first time seeing each other since Christmas.
Like 3 months, guys. This is our longest. When I went to Tech, or now she's at Baylor. So it's super neat that that's kind of the center of our friendship still. It hasn't always been, you know, a bunch of highs, but it's super cool to have that best friend to talk to anything about, to not see each other for a long time, and still just to be able to talk about anything and be just as vulnerable, and have that person, like, know they're praying for you all the time.
But it's nice to have someone, like, who, like, knows your whole story too, because, like, in college when you meet new people, like, you have to explain kind of like, oh yeah, and this happened freshman year, like, whatever, of, like, high school. And so, like, we lived it together, so, like, we know literally everything, and it's just, like, it's definitely special for sure, and it's really cool. So let's see, what else?
This is the editing part.
Yeah. Oh shoot. Okay, we'll stop it for a second. Trying to figure out what to talk about. So
one thing that we were talking about, we, like, grew up getting to go to church camp together too, and so we went to different churches. Sometimes she'd go to my church. We, like, had sleepovers, and I'd go to her family's church with her and hang out.
for a while we went to the Cowboy Church together.
Yep, we went to Denton County Cowboy Church in our hometown.
I get made fun of that, like, getting baptized in a water trough. People are like, what, are you joking?
There's one time this group of
What?
friends, after Overflow, they were like, is Cowboy Church even a thing? And I was like, wait, yeah, it actually is. Like, I used to go to one. And they're like, no, like, we're just making it up. We're like, no, like, it's actually, like, a thing. And they're like, do people ride horses and stuff? And I kind of, like, told them there was, like, an arena right by the church to do, like, ministry to people who were roping, and I don't even know. But something that's super neat is that we both have a passion for, like, missions, and so Macy got to go to Africa one summer. Haiti. Oh, Haiti. Not the same place. And then I got to go to Asia last summer, and now we both get to serve as camp counselors at Pine Cove, which is a summer camp for kids. And so we won't be at the same camp, but it'll be super neat just to see how the Lord uses that to continue to grow our faith, like, individually, but then together too. And so that's just something that's super sweet that we get to continue to do, like, in college and at this age.
Yeah, it's honestly, like, cool how God works.
Oh, like, guys,
because like, we both, like, applied to Pine Cove last year together, and, like, the Lord, like, wanted Morgan obviously to go to Asia, so it didn't happen. And then, like, now we get to do it together, and, like, I don't know, it's so cool to, like, to be able to share that with her as well, because it's literally incredible.
I'm very excited.
Oh,
we have 48 days left.
Blah. She's doing full summer, full send. Yikes. That makes me...
I'm ready.
That stresses me out for you. But yeah, and, like, we, you know, like, one thing we wanted to mention too is, like, how important...
That'd be cute to take a picture.
Oh, that is cute. Okay.
Okay, we're currently in Fort Worth. This is the halfway point from my home and hers in Waco, and so we got together today just to catch up for coffee and lunch, and so now we're kind of, like, trying to find places to take pictures.
And for me to park, because it's kind of busy now.
Yeah.
But we,
What
like,
you're saying?
about, like, the importance of, like, a friendship, or friendships in general, like, community, like rooted in Christ, and like how important that is. Because it's like you can be like yourself and like really like if that like because that's like it's such a big part of like our lives, and like our friendship wouldn't probably still be a thing if it weren't for like having that like common thing to share and like whatever.
Yeah, I think like we both grew up in the same small town, and
small town Texas.
Yes.
We're in the Bible Belt, and it's encouraged to like, I mean, everyone goes to church of some sort for the most part.
Yeah, but it was kind of like not a lot of people were super bold about proclaiming what they believed in, or you just kind of like knew everyone, you knew they were Christians. So, like we were kind of like just like stagnant in our faith, or just like content with just worshiping Jesus at like a Wednesday night event, and that's it.
Yeah.
And so I think it's been super wild to like go through college and not be together, but to just like find a community at where we are who like they do know the Lord, they are actively like pursuing Christ and encouraging you constantly and holding you accountable, just like being super uplifting, which I think is super important. And so just to like have that together, but then to also have that like without each other has been super helpful in my walk. And so that's just something that like if you're missing, really strive to find those people who have the same goal, to glorify God and just to do life together. It's not all highs, but I definitely love like creating those like special moments, with that community, with Macy, but also having them for like the hard times too.
Yeah, and it's nice like for us to like have separate friend groups and like experiences, because we're like a non-biased like person, like look like from the outside looking in, and like it's cool when there are like difficulties not cool, but like they happen, but it's cool to have that like that person that can like look at it and say like, this is what I see, this is what I think like you should do, or like whatever. Like it's really interesting, because like I feel like your community is like your community, so you're all together, so like you can't really get an outside opinion most of the time.
Yeah,
which
it's
is, like,
super
useful.
cool to like see how the Lord's working in Macy's life, and like sometimes it's really like we're going through the same like season. The battery's about to die.
We're gonna cut it short then. Finish what you're saying then.
What was I saying? Oh no.
Same season.
Oh yeah, like we could be in the same season or not, and so like whatever the Lord's teaching Macy or like teaching me, we get to like share that with each other and like still grow through that. And so
yeah, super awesome.
Sum it up, super thankful for Macy.
Yes, more for Morgan too.
It's totally worth spending time finding that best friend or that community to
and working
do life
on that
with.
relationship too.
Yeah, and growing, putting Jesus first.
Yeah. So it was good to talk to y'all. It's about to die. So bye.
Bye.